nail friends, welcome back to my channel. So today I'm doing the Femi Beauty method, aka the lazy girl method. So keep watching to see how this goes. If you're not familiar with this method, it was created by a pretty well-known YouTuber named Femi Beauty. To do this method, you basically apply some polygel to the inside of the nail and then cure it onto your natural nail bed, almost like dual forms, except you keep the nail on instead of popping it off like a dual form. So I'm going to show you exactly how to do it here today. To start off, I did apply my nail tips to my nail stand, but I put them on backwards to where the outside of the nail is connected to the stand. It's kind of hard to tell in the video, but yes, that's how it's positioned. Right now, I'm using a base coat and painting that on because I plan to add some nail foils before I go in with the polygel. Immediately after I do that, I'm pulling these little pieces out of this jar so that they can be added to the nail. I can't remember where I got these little jars from, but there's so many other colors and types of foils in this set that it came from. But this part is pretty easy. I'm simply just taking my brush and grabbing some of the little foils and placing them on the nail throughout the whole nail as much as I can. It may be helpful if you dip it in the base coat before you start trying to pick up, because if you don't, then it's not going to stick to anything and you're not going to be able to pick it up. I'm going to be doing this for all the nails, but I'm going to make sure that I cure in between, because once we apply our polygel, we don't want all of this moving around. I don't know about y'all, but I always have a video or a movie or a TV show going while I'm doing nails. It's so therapeutic for me. So while I was doing these, I was actually watching Goddamn Zoe. You may or may not know who he is, but he's a super funny YouTuber, and I've been watching him for a very long time, and I just can't get enough of his videos. He's just so funny to me. Do you guys like the all white background? If you've been watching my videos for a while, then you know I've always switched up my background. But I really just wanted to keep it one color, and I feel like white was just the way to go. And I'm honestly just using a white mat as my background. I do have a white table, but it has little speckles, like gray speckles in it, and I really don't want that as my background. So I just went and ordered a white kind of mat off of Amazon, and I feel like it's working. So let me know what you guys think of the mat. I'm going to be using this polygel from Nail Reserve LA. It's in the color Sorbet. As I mentioned in my previous videos, the polygels are pretty new to their shop, so I'm so thankful to be able to try them. If you are interested in this color and you want to purchase it, I'll be sure to leave my link below. If you do purchase using my link, I do earn a small commission. I also have a discount code, which is the Lock Nail Master, so I will also be sure to leave that information as well. But now it's time for the application piece of this video. So I'm taking my polygel brush and some rubbing alcohol, and I just added a line of it down the whole nail because I want full coverage. I do want to say it is a little tricky to not add as much, and you kind of need a lot to like cover it, I guess. So I would just be mindful of that as you're applying it. But I'm just smoothing the polygel all around the nail, and I'm trying to get it as flat as I can, even though it's going to be a little tricky because polygel is pretty thick. So I'm trying to gather why this would be called the lazy girl method, and I feel like because compared to like if you were using dual forms, you would have to like shape it inside of the dual forms and then pop the nail off and then file it. And I feel like with this method, it's less work and you don't like pop off the fake nail that you use. You just keep it on like you would with like acrylics or something. So I think that's why it's called like the lazy girl method. Honestly, I'm really not too sure, but if you have information, feel free to let me know. So now I'm applying the nail to my nail bed. And so in order to do so, I really have to make sure that it's straight because once it goes under the light, it's on. And so it's going to spill out on the sides, which is totally okay. You're just going to clean it up as best as you can. You can either use your polygel brush or whatever you have that you feel like you can use to clean it up. So I'm just using the end of my spatula to scrape off the sides as I need it. So that's how it's looking. I feel like I made a really good choice with the foil. It looks so, so pretty. So I'm going to do this continuously for the other nails as well. I totally forgot to mention this earlier, but Nail Reserve LA's polishes, polygels, all of their products are vegan and animal cruelty free. So they're super safe for the skin and super safe for us to use. So with this, you may have to do a little bit of filing, but not that much. But I'm just filing the ends, and then I'm also going to try to file the sides a little bit and under the nail because it did get a little chunky under the nail. So now I'm going to start top coating these. Before you top coat, if you want to and if you can, if you have an e-file, I would recommend filing underneath the nail because it's very chunky. There was no way for me to get like a smooth thin nail doing this method. So I would definitely recommend using an e-file if you have one. Also, for the purpose of this video and the fact that I know that I don't wear my nails after my videos, I did not file underneath, but if you know that you want to wear your nails out, then I would highly recommend that you do so. These are so, so pretty. Let me know what you guys think. Thanks so much for watching, and I'll see you next time.